I believe God allowed all those trials and challenges in my life to bring some difference in the hearts in other people. Okay, my story took place 6 years ago. That was 2019, right before COVID actually. I was 27 years old, young man, and I got a stroke. And I can't explain you all details because that's medical things and it's so hard for me. But the one thing that I'm supposed to say that no one's even now can tell me what happened with me. It was just stroke and there was no reason to have one. And it just happened. And the most miracle thing about that situation in my life that there was no consequences after that illness, because usually after the stroke you got some consequences. You cannot talk or you cannot walk normally, and I had nothing of those and everything was okay with me. And that's a miracle for sure. And I remember all that period of my life like a fun period of my life, because all my friends were around and my wife was, she's still kind and lovely, but in that moment I feel like I'm in the middle of, now I'm the center of universe, you know what I mean. After my stroke period of my life, God blessed me and gave me a couple businesses. So we had good work. I had a couple businesses. My wife had good work. We just purchased apartments, and life goes on. Everything was okay. So in 2022 we got war. Me and my family, we lived in the middle part of Ukraine. It's kind of Middle East part of Ukraine, less than 200 miles to the border with Russia. So we did not feel safe in that moment in that city, because basically you can't feel safe in my country right now anywhere on any part of Ukraine. And we of course did not expect that war will start, because everybody in the news was telling that's unbelievable and no worries, don't think about that, everything's gonna be okay. But before that, my sister-in-law, who is my wife's sister, she went from our country because we said, you're too young, you're supposed to go away from there. And she went first to Spain and then straight to United States. And they stopped in Florida. They found a really amazing family who hosted them. And in a couple months after they when my sister came over here, they called us, me and my wife. And they said, guys, you know what? We are thinking to invite you here in United States, because I don't know why, but we felt this calling from the God that we're supposed to invite you. And then we of course spoke with my wife about that, about this offer. And to be honest, we didn't have this feeling that we're supposed to go somewhere, because we felt like God used us in our country to serve another people. And we couldn't accept this offer without praying, of course, and without discuss. So we discussed about that, and then we created a list of wishes that we want from God. And if the God fulfilled these wishes, we will feel, okay, God, probably you want us to go over there. So we created this list, and then we got a phone call from the people from United States who hosted our sister. And they didn't know, of course, about that list. But they named all of those things that we left over there in the paper. And once we heard that God basically answered our prayer, we understood, okay, probably God wants us to leave Ukraine. And now I'm coming back to my very first story. I had a stroke. So when the war began, all men who above 18 years old, they're supposed to go and draft places. And commission is supposed to check you. If you are ready to fight, they probably can call you to fight, to defend our country, and pretty obviously. So I came in a draft place to the army, and they checked me and like, man, how did you survive? We can understand that. Probably, not probably, we definitely cannot accept you in the army. And if you need to leave the country, we can give you all documents and everything, so you can do it legally. And for me, it was really important to do it legally, because, you know, I can lie, I can say not truth or things like that. So they gave me all those documents, and with all permissions, we came over here in the United States. The Bible verse that sustains is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Everybody has different challenges and trials in their lives, but God has a special purpose and plans for your life. Everybody needs hope. Everybody looking and searching for hope in their lives. And they could find that hope in a different ways, in different circumstances, but still they're looking for the hope. And I'm trying to bring them the real one, the true hope. From my perspective, from my opinion, only the real God can bring the hope for the people. I believe God allowed all those trials and challenges in my life to bring some difference in the hearts in other people.